Is modding the future of New Horizons? Yep, today is the day. We are indeed having this conversation. Unfortunately, Nintendo just crushed our hearts and souls when they announced that they are no longer giving us updates. So does that mean that the hype is over? I don't think so. Recently, I have fallen deeply in love with this game again. Now, I know that there are people who still play and love the game just the same as they did back in 2020. I mean, I definitely still love Animal Crossing. But this video is for those of us that see the potential in the game and want to see more from it until its next installment. Yep, we're talking modding. These mods have literally been giving my little old Animal Crossing island updates that I never thought I would ever get. Lemons, white cliffs, and strawberries. Now, I can't lie that the process of modding your island comes with its research, risks, and process. However, I have confidence that it's quite possible, even for those of us that aren't as tech savvy. I mean, I definitely am not. So if you had the chance, would you give it a go? I'd love to hear what the community has to say about it, so that's why I'm making this video. And I know that this opens me up to some possibility of people being completely against it. However, there are many things we have to consider here. One is that many decorating and farming sim games have an entire modding community that have been breathing new life into game for years, like Stardew Valley, The Sims, and in those cases, most of the time, they're embraced and celebrated, which is really cool to see. There's literally little to no stigma against it, which I'm all for. Secondly, if you've been around, you know that Animal Crossing New Leaf had a thriving modding community in which people made beautiful, lush, overgrown towns, decorated their water, and it even allowed them to decorate their towns similarly to how we now decorate our islands. I would even go as far as to say that maybe part of the reason we've got into this decorating era with New Horizons is because perhaps even Nintendo saw the potential in these mods. A stretch? Maybe. But I do like to think that Nintendo listens. All of that being said, after being burnt out with 3,000 hours of gameplay under my belt, I went on a mission to do what I thought was impossible. I modded my island. Now, I will not be sharing how I did that in this video. However, I will link to the resources that I used, which will do 1,000 times a better job at explaining this process than I ever could. And let me tell you, I have no regrets. I have a group chat of all my friends that are currently modding their Animal Crossing, and we have been thriving and living our best lives with a beautiful array of new items, crops, soundtracks. I can confidently say that I have gone back to the late hours of decorating my little island obsessively, which I missed so much. This game is such a huge comfort to me. There is, of course, the matter of Stigma, which is kind of like one of the biggest drawbacks for me. We had a whole drama with the star fragment trees and a certain YouTuber's fans coming to the attack against people for not only modding, but also for their identities, which was so crappy. And on top of that, Nintendo itself isn't very modding friendly. You have to make the personal decision to not share your dream address. But the upside is that if you do mod and you happen to know others that do too, you could also visit each other, thus bringing back the social experience that we knew and loved when we first picked up our fresh new copy of acnh. I know, I've been doing a lot of talking and not enough showing in this video, so let me show you what I've done with my island, because oh my lord, is it beautiful. I can layer items on chairs in wheat fields. I have sunflowers. I can place trees anywhere. I can put things in my water, giant trees. You can even change your airport color, the shape of your map. Use items that are normally off limits. My sand is actually island shore accurate now. Look at my cliffs. It's definitely like playing Animal Crossing on creative mode. As I'm creating this video, we actually got a huge drop of a ton of different mods on the daily, so I wanted to sit down and show y'all everything because this is actually life altering. We have Crystal's mods that I've laid out nice and neatly here for everybody to see. Wabam. These are Jacob's mods, and Jacob was able to get some leaf items, and oh my gosh, am I obsessed. I think these are going to be amazing put by a garden area, like a little garden shop. We even have the little sign that's by Leaf's cart, and it is so cute. This one is by Timmy versus Tommy, I believe. I will also link them down below. Drum roll, an eggplant cow. Just kidding. These are grapes. I'm I'm in complete awe right now. These are so beautiful. They look like actually made Animal Crossing grapes with a little fence, and then they've got a little bit of soil at the bottom, which looks really good. The talent from all of these mod creators is literally astounding. I am so blown away right now, and again, these will not break your game. They're just visual mods. Anyway, with all that being said, it begs the question. In the same way that New Leaf had a thriving but small modding community, will Animal Crossing have a resurgence of energy because of modding? I actually have a lot of friends who also create content on YouTube and on Twitch that are very, very curious about tapping into a whole new world of content. And I'm really excited to see people begin to create items that they've only ever dreamt of coming into a new AC update. However, Nintendo's already on to the next venture, and that makes me really excited for the next game. But in the meantime, I will happily create new builds and watch as our community continues to thrive with the promise of creator-driven updates. It's the only future I currently see for New Horizons. I know it's a little bittersweet, but we have to kind of come to terms with that reality, I think. I am very grateful for the opportunity to continue enjoying a game that brings me this much joy and that I definitely don't want to just drop. But what do you think? I'd love to know your thoughts, concerns, and any other things you'd like to bring into the conversation down below. If you liked this video, give it a little like for me. It does help spread it on the interwebs. Spread it. And don't forget to subscribe for more insight on updates for new mods, my island, and lots more. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!